We decided to move on to a narrowboat because we felt that we'd gone as far as we could in the house that we lived in. We had stressful jobs. I was a teacher, and we wanted to escape from urbanity, from towns and cities and the pressures that they create. And we wanted to immerse ourselves in the countryside and nature. And that was primarily it. And we sat down, didn't we, at one point, and we said, why don't we draw our ideal home? And we didn't look at what each other drew. You had a piece of paper, I had a piece of paper. I drew my picture, you drew your picture, and then we shared the pictures and we drew exactly the same thing. We'd both drawn a narrowboat.
It was also at the point that Marlon got really ill. So we were suffering also from a heart disease, from a stressful job.
This is the Swan goddess, my tiny floating home, and it's such a pleasure today to show you around.
On the top you have a garden.
Yes, so it's very important for me to have my herbs, and all the flowers here as well are for the butterflies and bees, and obviously for our well-being. We need to do that anyway because we can't get under bridges, so then we need to do this, and we can dine al fresco.
One of the beautiful things about this is that we are constantly moving. We can move. So if we feel uncomfortable on location, we just unmoor the ropes, as it were, and off we go and find somewhere nice. We also have this very strong philosophy, don't we, which is our footprint, our carbon footprint. And we have this notion, this idea that a place where we've been, there should be no evidence that we've been there once we leave. So it's very much trying to live with nature in a way that you don't take anything away. If you look at the sort of things that I do with my woodcraft, we never cut trees. All the wood that I use to make wooden products, I just pick up from the side of the canal.
I welcome you in our kitchen, and even if it's a narrowboat, it's really like a normal kitchen. So we got everything. We got here a nice sized fridge. We got a gas oven with a grill and an oven. We have a washing machine and enough storage for all we need for our cooking. For us, it's really important that everything is sustainable and really good for the wildlife on the waters, because here, if I switch the water on, it goes unfiltered into the water, and obviously I can't use anything harsh. So we personally use Ecover. We also use baking powder and soda to clean with this, because like I said, otherwise the swans and the dogs and the siblings, they will get it unfiltered. This is our living room. So here is where everything really happens. So we eat here, we discuss here, we make our art here, and we have all the storage spaces here underneath the bench. But we also got storage space under the sofa, and because the narrowboat is so narrow, that's the word is coming from, we need to build all our furniture in the boat. So like the sofa, we needed to assemble it.
How long is this boat?
It is a 60-foot narrowboat, what is nearly 19.5 meters, and it's 1.80 meters wide. This is our fireplace. So it is the only source we have here of heat. So also in the winter, we just have this one, so we don't have a heating. But once this is going, we are really nicely toasting here. So it's wonderful. It goes through the whole boat. It's very, very hot. This is our bathroom. It's again like a normal bathroom. It's a normal sized shower. We have made this beautiful sink from a big river paddle. And the worktop is made out of an old church pew from the 16th century. And we tiled here everything. And we have a cassette toilet here. We do have 3 cassettes so that we can stay 12 to 14 days on a place if you wanted to. Last winter we were here for 4 weeks because we was frozen in the ice. It was,
Oh, you couldn't move. You
we
were
could
just
not,
stuck.
we could not move, so we were just here. But again, you know, the fireplace kept us really nice and warm, so it's fine. Sometimes I think even the winters are warmer than, you know, the spring, because then you don't have the fire on anymore, and then it's much colder for the winter.
Right. And if you put fire on, then it's too hot.
Yeah. On a narrowboat, you always have a bit of a problem of dampness, and especially in the winter. So that's why I put my clothing inside here. And I often wake up in the winter, I have to admit, where the windows are frozen from inside. So we always have to have a window open, even in the winter. Yeah, not that things start to mold really. So we really have to be always very mindful about this. You have to have boat license, and in this boat license you are allowed to use the waterways to stay here, to moor up, and you can stay always for 14 days on one place, and then you have to move. But the legislation, the law is that you just need to do 20 miles in a year, so you just really could moor up 10 meters further instead stay there then for 2 weeks and so on. Also in the boat license included is that you can get your drinking water, your fresh water, that you can empty your toilet cassettes, and also that you can separate your compost and your rubbish there. So we have a map, you can have it online or in the old-fashioned way, but I prefer, and you know exactly where all the facilities are for the boaters. So usually they are in a distance of 20 miles roughly. All in all costs with diesel, with insurance, with the boat license I talked about, what is all included, what you need to have. So just alone the license for 1 year is I think £1,000. We also have a home marina, and that is just the reason because we both need a home address where all our post is coming to, also for your GP, for your doctor where we are registered. That's why we have a home marina, and this is roughly £300 also a month. So all in all, with the home marina, it is £600 a month we both spend on it, but not included obviously is food, so everything what you also would need in a house or internet connection, so it's not in, so it's £600.
It's like it would be like a rent for a house or apartment.
Yeah, exactly. So we have the marina, but it's £300. So you see, if I say £600, you could get away with £300. And a lot of boaters don't have a home marina because they are still registered with their mother or with friends, so you can save that money. Yeah. It's just in our case. It is now this month exactly 2 years that we live on the Swan Goddess. Yeah. And you are so relaxed.
So
your heart is okay. Yeah. And you're completely recovered.
Yeah, absolutely. It's an absolute joy.